Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Artemis Esports Championship. I am our Greenhorn, and welcome along to this week's stream. Well, what an action-packed race it was last time out in Brazil. Ended up being such a successful day for Team Shizou. Ended up being a Shizou all-going win, followed up by a Shizou Venom second place. Exactly what Team Shizou needed to get their season back on track. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this week's track here in Las Vegas. What is going on here? Tom Nepp as an absolute masterclass, I've got to say. Las Vegas has been attacked for the first time ever in AEC Tier S, and I tell you what, I'm absolutely buzzing because this track seems so exciting to be watching. My first ever time commentating on it, and I cannot wait to see. Hope everyone is in the chat and ready to go and see where we're going to see some of these teams go once again. It's going to be another interesting race. TTM Furious picking up a third place as well for top tier Motorsport. TF10 Dan J ended up fourth place, and Carsey picked up a fifth place for Boonga Race Team after a penalty was given to TTM Lesson with a collision with NVR Gabor. Gabor's back in today for Novice Racing with their new addition to the team, Novice Racing Stonks. NVR Stonks alongside Gabor today. The team that are currently champions all the way down in 5th place so far. Sorry, my mistake, 6th place so far. I'll give you a quick rundown of the standings as we know them. 10 points clear at the top is Boonga Racing Team. 2nd place, Team TF10 in 2nd with 182 points. 3rd place, Top Tier Motorsport with 173 points. 4th place, Future Racing Team at 157 points. 5th place, just 1 point behind them, is Team Shizou with 156 points. And in 6th place is Novice Racing on 144 points. So this season getting better as it goes on, but this could be a real turning point for some of these teams. It really is going to lead up to be, what is it going to be for some of these teams? Stonks going down this 1.9 kilometre straight. Yes, I said that correctly. 1.9 kilometres. It is incredible what they've done here in Las Vegas, to be honest with you. It's not everyone's favourite track, I understand, you know, it was also, I've seen the drivers had a bit of trouble with grip and stuff like that, but I'm looking forward to it in the F123 game, and let's see what we're going to see from MVR Stonks. He's the first man going into the first qualifying lap here in TRS for Las Vegas. Coming up towards turn number 17 then, and it's kind of kick to left-hander, not really much of a corner, but going through then he goes. Stonks starting at the first lap here in AEC TRS Las Vegas. Turn 1 then, it's going to be a very heavy braking zone, but going to be on the throttle nice and early. A corner was not a lot of traction, so up in the 4th and 5th queue quite quickly, holding it 5th all the way through. Turn number 4 there, and it's down all the way down Koval Lane with DRS open for the drivers going onto the race. This will be a big point here. Overtaking could happen, lead onto that main straight. Turn 5 being attacked. Then you can see ahead of you the MSG Sphere just up there ahead of you. That was used in the F1 race as a sort of picturesque type stuff. Through turn number 7 then, carrying on this very good pace seems so far from Stonks. Tight there at turn 7 through turn 8, then a quick flick through turn 9 as well, this long left hander, and then going to go back onto the small straight here down towards turn number 12 with that heavy braking zone, probably the hardest corner on the track after that devious last 3 corners. Turn 14, 15 and number 16 through turn 12 he comes in, heavy braking zone, getting it right, missing that inside curb, and onto the straight he goes in. DRS open in about 200 metres time for MVR. Stonks seems to be doing pretty well on this lap so far, carrying on this 1.2 mile long straight all the way down the Las Vegas Boulevard Strip. It is fantastic to see all these buildings and lights alongside it. Also, we usually branded this in real life, but F1 we're definitely never getting the rights for every single building going down this strip. Heavy braking zone then, turned number 14, number 15 and number 16. A bit of a mess up there for Stonks, but carry on the rest of the lap then for a pretty good banker lap it seems for the Dutchman. Through turn 17 he comes in. MVR Stonks, where's going to put that Alpha Tauri as early as the start of the session? It's going to be a 1:39.68. Fantastic from MVR Stonks so far. For his team, how's Gabor getting on? He's into 31 once already. Times, I'm not too sure what to expect. BRT Crowden going on his lap. James in the 3rd place at 31.7. The Red Bulls coming up next soon. That's going to be Simbarots 1 there. 3rd place at 31.3. Red Bull, Patrick Legger and the Williams are 31.7. Just 1,000th ahead. VTH. It's Bobbers up in the 3rd place for 31.3. Where's Crowden going to go? Crowden across the line. 31.4 for the Boonga Racing Team driver. Currently sitting top of the table. You can see Ogween jump up into 2nd. There's a Cloud into 2nd place. Great start there for Cloud. How is Tootie getting on? Tootie down in 6th place. Justin up into 5th there as well. How's JT getting on? JT just coming through this final corner now. You can see a couple more laps coming on the board. The FRT Harvey flying up there in 3rd place. JT across the line. GT only sets a 31.8. The Hasselhoff AMS Wave 32.4. I believe it's going to be Liam Hardman next to cross the line for TIR. TIR currently sit at bottom of the Tier S standing, struggling for points, but just fighting away. A 32-0 for Liam Hardman. Armour King will be next. Working Armour King, pit TIR car, he's into the pit lane. Well, an early statement by Novice Racing, 30.968. A fantastic lap there by NVR Stonks. Cloud LXV also as well up in second place alongside FRT Harvey, who a strong start there for Future Racing Team Ogwyn up in fourth. Poppers in seventh. Poor though from Team TF10 already. I know that today is the only one qualifying. For them, they have a qualifying ban that TF10 Tree was accepting, but today only in ninth place so far for the team. It only sits 10 points behind Bunga Racing Team, who I guess you could say had the greatest start either. Lou in 8th place and Crowding down in 11th. Hello, Jay Evans, how are we? Very happy to be back, by the way. I mean, it was, a very eventful race for me yesterday. So close yet so far to the points. I only finished 32 seconds off of the pack. It was close. It was really, really close. I thought it might have been the one, but unfortunately it was just not meant to be. TF today will win. I am not going to doubt that. I'm not going to say anything against that. Today has proven that he's had a good few results here in AEC. There is a couple of facts here tonight for you. If anyone hasn't wants to use some request of fact points, feel free. If anyone, by the way, has watched EOR, let me know what has happened. I haven't been watching it, so if MVR's won or whatever's happened, please tell me. I know that it's usually ending right about now. I don't know if there's a restart or whatever though. Just to keep me posted. But yeah, everyone into the pit lane then. 11 minutes left on the clock. Stonks is in the lead. Cloud LXV second. Harvey is in third. Yeah, busy old pit lane it seems so far. Is that Stonks out once again? Or nice and early? It is indeed MVR Stonks out nice and early for Novice Racing. I just want to see. I'm not sure what the time should be. A 30.9 seems like a pretty good banker so far by MVR Stonks. I think the time should be somewhere in the 0.5s, maybe. I'm not sure if that's a massive jump. I genuinely have absolutely no idea what to expect. But yeah, it seems like the 31s are a place where you really don't want to be. I mean, a low 0.1 isn't too bad. You can see Harvey at their third place with 31.1. But then you have also Lisa James at 31.7, so I guess it's just about hammering that mid to low 31. That should give you a good enough qualifying position, it seems. Track getting busier now as cars exit the pit lane. And VR Stonks still the man leading the way. Oh, I'm mistaken. Stonks isn't leading the way. There's a Williams ahead of him. Is that Simbarox 1 by any chance? It is indeed Simbarox 1. Leading the charge so far of this train coming back out for their second laps of the session. We'll just have a look and see how they're going to do it. It's really going to be interesting how they're going to do the overtakes on this straight. I know that there's a bit of a glitch. If you hit the wall on the outside or something, on the outside on the entry to the last corner, you gain a lot of time down the straight. But then again, you give you a chance of less downforce. So I guess if you can take that risk, happily let you attack it. Oh, EOR results. Have a look. Liam Bowman is in first, Mateo second, TTM Alessin is in third, and Quantum's in fourth. Oh, EOR shaping up to be an interesting race, it seems. That'll be good to watch. Simbarox 1 then, he's going to get us going for the second part here. Why would we help a competitor? Shit, wrong shoot. Yeah, sorry Tez, I think you're in the wrong place. TT might help, you might want to help him in a bit of qualifying here with JT in the 14th, but yeah, I think you're on a bit EOR. Lessons in third currently, to be fair, so if we can hold that, it'd be a good result for you to end the season off. Enough about EOR though, and more about Simbarox 1 here. Going to turn number 1, carrying a good amount of speed, holding fourth gear this time. Stonks went in third gear and had a quick shift up to fourth and then fifth, but Simbarox 1 just holding out fifth as he should through the long right-hander there of turn number 4. Now going down through Boulevard Lane, I was saying, that's Kovo Lane, sorry. Down towards turn number 5. Now this heavy braking zone again. Mainly the first sector, where you're going to see a lot of these drivers pick up time. Not much corners in sector 3 really pick up, other than if you mess up the chicane badly. Of course, such a long sector 1. You see, we're in the 37 seconds. The line coming up though will split us up into sector 2. Now Simbarox 1, is he going to be up on that 31.3? He is just slightly down. 8 thousandths down exactly on that 31.346. Has he got time in the second sector? Go through turn number 12 now. This really tight corner trying to avoid the inside curb, and he does it perfectly. Down towards then turn number 13 and 14. Down the strip he goes of Las Vegas. All the lights in the background. The DRS open down the straight. Should be hitting around 345 kph an hour, maybe even faster. Make it 352 for Simba Rocks. 153 to be exact. Flying there is the FGE driver. Going through sector 3 and Simba Rocks 1. A big clink of the curb. Another clink of the curb. Still in the limits though. Go down towards the final corner now at turn number 17. Can Simba Rocks 1 gain any more time and jump possibly into the top 3 here? Simba Rocks 1 then coming across the line shortly. He's run out of deploy. Across the line comes Simba Rocks 1. 7th place for the FGE driver. A slight improvement gave him just over 5 places. Fantastic so far from Simba Rocks 1. But Stonks once again improving on his 30.9, make it a 30.8. ETH James has invalidated on his lap. How's Gabor getting on? Let's find out, as Gabor's also invalidated on his lap. So we no more for Gabor and also no more for Patrick Legger. How's the Haas getting on then of AMS Wave? He's on an out lap. The McLaren of TTM JT, he's just going to finish off his lap here. Where can JT put his McLaren car? Through he comes at the final corner. A 31.7 is all that JT can do so far. The Aston Martin of BRT Crowden, 31.2, good from him so far. And Harv improves to a 30.9 as well. FRT are flying there in second and third. Lewin in third place though, splitting the two FRT drivers there for a third place. And Ogween jumping to second place. What a performance so far from some of these drivers. Cloud LXV can reply quickly for a home Grand Prix. How can he put his Mercedes car coming across the line shot for Cloud? Fourth place, back alongside his teammate there on the second row. Fantastic start to qualifying here, and it's only going to get better. The Ferraris there of Liam Hardman is just getting himself going now. Let's see where can Liam Hardman put his car, his teammate. 33.3, very slow time, slower than Arguner for God's sake. Liam Hardman though, coming for the final corner now. Liam Hardman up in the 12th place for TIR. Great performance so far from him as well. Goodness me, the times are ticking down now. This should be an exciting end to qualifying. 5 drivers, into the .9s. Cloud just breaking that barrier. FRT Harvey safely about half a tenth up. But 0.8 from MVR Stonks. Stonks has got to be the favourite so far for that pole position. He is absolutely flying at the front as a Dutchman. Ogween though, I've got to say, I never counted out Ogween at all. Ogween is one of those drivers you just never know what he's going to do, and he just seems to get better and better every time you watch him. So now hopefully this could be interesting. I have just found out, by the way, EOR, MVR, because they got pole and Quantum's 5th right now, MVR and also ETA are 2 and 16th. It's going to be 30 points. It's going to be equal points in the standing. So I believe on countback, NVR would win EOR, which would be fantastic for Xbox. We don't want to see PS winning any championships. NVR winning again like they did in AEC the last season. So that would be quite the scenes for MVR. But unless Quantum could actually get a move on a lesson, that would be interesting, to be fair. But I think that because Mateo's not actually third edge, because Cammy Dowdster overtook him, oh my goodness me, there's a chance here, slight chance of an MVR winning the championship. It's getting good, but I think Quantum's just out of DRS. As long as Mateo stays behind Cammy Dowds, this should be an MVR win of the championship. That would be a fantastic ending to EOR for those guys. Let's see what is happening here anyway. Just have a quick look and see what is going on track. Let's just see then. The old Carvin Cloud, hold up, Blair Fox, what are you doing? Are you back in your 3 MVR drivers top 10, 3 TF10, 3 FRT also? I'm not sure where the stats are for this. I'm not sure where you're getting these kind of stats, Blair Fox. How am I trolled then? I'm confused. Sorry to say. Who the hell's... I'm sorry, I'm still confused. Blair Fox. You've fried my brain. It's not as big as my belly, unfortunately. And I'm going to just avoid that. Oh, 5 plays, good penalty! We've got a restart. Who would have thought? MVR stonks. It's given us a restart. Let's see then. BRT Lou just coming through the end of sector 1 now. Getting himself set up. Everyone is out on track, for other than a select few. Bobbert's just not on his way out yet so far. So it'll be interesting to see what is going to happen here. Not too sure what's going to, how this is going to play out. Yeah, once again, I'm just not sure what the times are going to be. The time seems to be. Oh, right. Anyway, I'm going to ignore the chat, but therefore you're confusing my brain. Sorry to say. Very much confusing my brain right now. Let's see it then. BRT Lou coming through the final few corners now. Get himself set up for what will be one final lap. Get your predictions in the chat. What's the time going to be and who is it going to be? BRT Lou then. Kicking us off for the final laps here of short qualifying in Vegas AEC Tier S. BRT Lou then. Starting off this final lap in the Aston Martin car. Coming through turn number 1 now. Keeping it nice and close to that inside curb. Keeping it 4th gear all the way through. It seemed a bit slower than some of the other drivers we have saw. Coming up holding out 5th all the way through. It's quite easy to lose some traction around about here. A very busy last sector it seems, but going to ignore that for now, as Lewis still carries on what's to be a very successful sector 1 down towards turn number 5, just after going down Kovo Lane there. DRS open all the way down 3rd gear, 4th gear quickly all the way through turn 5. Now go that quick turn 6, turn 7 and 8 come right at you so quickly. There's turn 7, there's turn 8 to the right hand side once again. Taking that curb on the inside helps the rotation a little bit. Oh, a little bit earlier than their throttle it seemed there. Not wide of the corner though. BRT Lou seems to be going okay so far. How is he doing in this first sector? Can he be up? He's a 10th up in the first sector. Crucial for Bunga Racing Team, who need to try and get on that front row position because they're currently sitting top but only 10 points clear. Coming through the end of sector 2 now. Down we go through Las Vegas Boulevard. DRS will come up in about 250 metres time. Where will BRT Lou put his Bunga Racing Team car in the Aston Martin? He needs crowding to come through as well and help him out at the front. Lou sat in 6th place currently. Isn't a bad start, but it needs to be just a little bit better to help continue his BRT quest for their first AEC Tier S title. Session has officially ended and the flag has dropped. Where will Lou go? Oh, Lou went wide the last corner and invalidated! Lou's lost it at the final corner. Oh my goodness me, BRT Lou's lost it completely. ATX James though, coming through the final corner now. Where will James put his ATX car any higher than 15th place? We'll just see him come through the final corner now. James across the line. It's a 12th place for ATX James. How's the Alpha Tauri's getting on though? Gabor is a little bit behind Stonks. He's a 10th and a half up though as MBR. Gabor, he can gain that little bit more time, can put himself potentially in for a 1-2 with MBR. Coming across the line, Stonks across the line. No improvement for Stonks. Where can Gabor go? In the meantime, no, Gabor across the line. 0.9 for MBR Gabor. It's getting so close in this qualifying session. FRT Harvey, can he find any more time on his lap? It doesn't look like he is. He's 4.5 tenths down apparently. Harvey across the line, no improvement for him. He's staying in 4th place. How's the Aston Martin? Crowden doing no 8th place for Crowden. Where's Ogwin going? Ogwin, it seems, is coming for the final 2 corners. Now he actually ran wide as well possibly. He might have just messed up a little bit more. Ogwin coming across the final part of the track now. Where can Ogwin put his car? Toody up in the 3rd place. Gabber holding 5th, Justin at the 7th place. Where can Ogwin go? Can he go to the top? Yes, he can! Shizu Ogwin taking pole position for Shizu once again. What a lap it was from Shizu Ogwin. He's on the front row and looking ahead of no one. What a lap it was from the Red Bull driver. Stonks pipped to pole by just a 10th of a second. Great lap from Ogwino, a 30.7 indeed. TF10 Turi, 3rd place as well for Team TF10, who are still the chasers currently in this championship fight. BRT, a disappointing qualifying, 8th and 9th for them. Good points to start in with, but they need to try and move up some positions. Gabor in 6th as well for MVR, and FRT 4 and 5 as well. Balera Fox is absolutely loving it. TTM Justin in 7th, JT in 12th as well. TTM slightly harming their chances there. Bobbers down in 10th as well. Disappointing from Bobbers, but he can come back in the race once more. FG though 14th and 14th and 11th by Simbarots 1 and Patrick Legger. Then you have Liam Harbin, AMS Wave, Armour King, TF10 Tree, AMS Partick, and CRF1 Easton. Of course, they were all taking their qualifying bans. Oh, what a qualifying it was, ladies and gentlemen. That is exactly what we want to see in the end of a qualifying. All green right at the death of it. The final lap of the session. All green pits pole from MVR Stonks, giving Shazoo a massive chance to continue this strong part they have hit during the season. Oh, hearing in the chat. Bobberts' second lap was good enough for a front row. Bobberts has the pace, Ben, possibly, for an old man in the car. That'll be an interesting one to see how it plays out in the end for Bobberts. Again, I'm just not sure who to pick for a winner. I mean, I'd love to see in the chat, guys. Who do you think is gonna pick it up? But oh, supposedly, guys, it looks like 88, I believe, might have won. Yeah, 88 might have won the championship in EOR, but Bowman is currently in a battle with Cameron Dow's for the lead. Liam Bowman on the inside of Cameron Dow's. Great battle in EOR currently for the win, it seems, and I think that it looks like I think it's gonna be over for MVR. Flopman's got a penalty. P6. Liam Bowman fighting away with Cameron Dowds for the lead. I think that might decide who wins the championship potentially. Uh, in this case, I'm not sure what's going on with these two. I think Tootie might be a little bit. Tootie loves the ego, then he loves the ego this front, but saying he's won the race or something, right? Hopefully he's gonna retire now. Tootie, let's retire. Let's retire. Nope. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I believe Cammy Dowds has done it then, and saved ET8 for the championship. I think it's over in EOR. Yeah, I think Cammy Dowds has done it for Team Shazoo, winning the race, but it is indeed EOR champions for ET8. It is indeed. It's disappointing for MVR, guys. Disappointing on the Xbox side, but you know what? We're not gonna dwell on it. We've got AEC ahead of us. That's all we care about. Guys, I've not prepared these facts for no reason. I prepared them so you could use your bloody channel points, for God's sake. I never have facts. I never ever do facts, and the one time I do, no one's willing to spend their bloody points. Should I just start listing some off, or should I just wait for people to start spending points? I mean, I could spend my own points, but that'd be a bit sad. Oh, dearie me. I think luckily everyone's followed rules. Everyone's stayed in the session. I wasn't sure of the weather, by the way, of the last session. I believe it was just a dry race, and the race did look like a dry race, so we should just get away with it. What cool fact can I give you all to entertain you? Always sit here in silence. Let's see. Let me see. Yeah, at 6.21 kilometers, the Las Vegas Strip Circuit is the second longest circuit on the F1 calendar, behind Spa and just ahead of Jeddah. Jeddah is 6.178, Las Vegas is 6.201, and of course Spa is 7.4. So no one's going to be catching that. 2023 is only the third season to feature three single races in a country. The United States previously hosted three races in the year 1982, when Italy hosted three in 2020. That was Monza, Imola, and Mugello. Mugello, actually, was a great track. Mugello was a fantastic track. But we shouldn't be too far from starting up. Heard it was wet for the race. I'm not sure. Jordan, it might have been. I'll ask my mate Bob what the weather is. Oh, it's a light cloud race, guys. No rain, no rain like tier one. Tier one was amazing. But yeah, it's indeed a full dry race, so we can look forward to this one. 25 laps of the Las Vegas Grand Prix ahead of us, ladies and gentlemen. Get your predictions in the Twitch chat. Who do you think is going to win the race? Will it be another Shizou win? Will it be back-to-back wins for Team Shizou? Can MVR get back to winning ways? The Stonks have a second place, or can TF10 pick up another win with TF10 today up there in third place? I'm sure Kenzie will back him. That's an obvious. Let's see then. Let's just see, ladies and gentlemen. Just going into the lobby now. Everyone getting themselves sorted. I'm sure it'll be a normal harder tyre concept picked by the rest of them. Give yourself an extra set of hard compound tyres if needed. I'm not sure why, but you might as well have them just in case. I feel like this should be I don't know why, I feel a lap one safety car, unfortunately. I think a lap one safety car is imminent at some point. We haven't had one for a little while, so it's due at some point, and it's due to happen. Anyway, we'll end the session then. We are in. Back here in Nevada, Las Vegas, out in the desert of America. Looking forward to see where this is going to go. I'll give you another quick rundown of the grid. Whilst we are here, Ogwin on the front row. Stonks alongside him. In the second part of the front row, and then starting off the second row, it's TF10 Today alongside him being Cloud LXV. Just a little bit behind them, it's FRT Harvey, MVR Gabor, TTM Justin, BRT Lou, BRT Crowden, and ESV Bobbers. Rounds out the top four with Simbarots 1, TTM JT, ATX James, and Patrick Legger rounding out the points scoring positions. And Liam Harbin just in behind them, AMS Wave in 16th, Armour Kinger in 17th, and then TF10 Tree, AMS Partick, and CRF1 Easton all had qualifying bans. Looking at the grid then, I believe it should be a mixture of strategies. The hard tyre did seem pretty well in Tier 1 yesterday. It could be possibly, potentially, a soft compound tyre for people that are, in this mid-pack, the likes of Crowden. Yeah, like you see Crowden on the soft tyre there, and potentially a JT. Try to get some positions for your team that needs, they need these positions pretty much. So, yeah, honestly, I'm really looking forward to see how we get on in this race, and hopefully it's going to be another incredible one. We've had a few good races this season, I have got to say. That Brazil race last week was incredible to unwind and unfold. Incidents happening right at the end of the race, and then Shizou 1-2 was one way to cap off a fantastic race weekend. I also thought Australia, first race of the season, was very good as well. And don't even count out Netherlands. Netherlands as well was another enjoyable one. Let's see it then. From everyone on this grid, we should be getting going very, very soon. We're reading up in about 1 more minute. Let us see then. Let us see. We are being told to ready up. Sure enough in about 10 more seconds then. Get your predictions in the Twitch chat. Who do you think is going to win this race? And if so, if the top 3 is correct, I will give you £1. If that is the meanings that I need to go to. Should be getting going very shortly then. Looking forward to see how it's going to go. Can Ogwyn convert this pole position like it was last week? It wasn't a pole position start, but it was ending up in a race win for Team Shizou. Second place, of course, would have been MVR Stonks alongside him. 4 different teams in the top 4. That'll be an interesting one to see how we get on. Of course, the drivers at the back as well, starting on the corner. You can actually lead yourself from turn 17 in towards the start-finish line. As you're starting all the way at the back, the TF10 Tri, AMS Bartik, and CRF1 Easton. You guys are all at the back and enjoying it. Let's see it then. Should be getting going very shortly, ladies and gentlemen, and hopefully this will just be as good as a race as it usually always is. As you can see, 3, 4 and 5 red lights ahead of the drivers here. Ogwyn on pole, Stonks alongside him, and again there, and it's going to be lights out, and away we go here in Las Vegas. Shizou Ogwyn getting a pretty good start, it seems. Stonks to be alongside him at turn 1 though. Stonks might fancy his chances early as turn number 1 through turn 2 they all come. Then Toody's alongside Stonks. Should be some collisions at the back there. It seems as Gabor's dropped down. Gabor's been hit into turn 1 there. Gabor's down in 20th place. Tree as well. It's spun round at turn number 2, and he's down in P20 now as well. But Ogwyn, what a start it is for him. He's up in first place, sorry. Stonks in second, Toody holds third as well. Harvey in close up positions. JT's up at the 7th place. What a start for JT. Battle in midfield between Simbarots 1 and ATX James. AMS way fancy chances. Going for 10th place on Simbarots 1. But also he backs out nice and early. James on the inside there. Going for an AMS wave. Wave's going to have to try and defend the outside line at the turn number 9 here. Just going through the MSG sphere part of the track. Crowden and Liam Hammer. What a terrible start, by the way, for Crowden. What's the tyre situation looking like? Only Easton on the soft compound of the tyre. What a start then for the likes of James up in 9th place, and also for the likes of AMS Wave as well. Liam Hardman going for that points competition with BRT Crowden. There seems to be no collisions so far, but Gabor all the way down in P19. Luckily still on the train, mind you, but what a disaster of a start for the Hungarian. They all carry on down the Las Vegas Boulevard strip then. And look at TF10 Toody. He's burning all his battery as early as right now. FRT Harvey fancy chance on the inside line. Look at Harvey on the inside line of Toody. Toody's been put just safe there. It looks like Harvey has to try and defend from Justin. So Cloud defending from Justin there. Justin is going to get ahead of Cloud for P5 and Harvey holding P4. Toody burning all of his battery, mind you. What is going on here? Toody is really struggling. Has he got the wings all wrong possibly? He's really struggling so far. He's used about 80% of his battery. Look at Cloud fancy the chance there again on Justin. Goodness me, what has happened there to TF10 Toody though? He's got, has he got damage to them? Because he's used all of his battery for some random reason. I'm not sure why. But he's just giving himself a terrible chance. They all come down Koval Lane now. It's still Cloud in 6th, split by a TTM Justin and Harv up in 4th. BRT Lewis, that in P8 as well. We need to try and get a move on here for Boonga Racing Team. Just coming through this tough part of the track here at turn number 7, now through 8. Coming up through turn number 9 now. Look at the rear wing. All of that McLaren car ahead. The Aston Martin's got to try and pick his moment to get him by. But no, it's like, and BRT Crowden is spun. Turn number 8 there at the MSG sphere for BRT Crowden. He's spun round and well out of the points now for BRT. Disaster, and could be a potential top of the table drop for Boonga Racing. He must be quite a good season. Oh, Lou struggling there, it seems as well. A bit of a almost a tank slapper into the right hand side wall there. Keeps it going straight, luckily, for the British driver there in 8th place still FRT Harvey and Toody swapping positions. Toody, by the way, majorly struggling. Majorly struggling right now. What is Toody on? 31% battery for the TF10 driver. It's just, I'm not sure what's went wrong for him or how he's ended up with so low battery, but even Justin Mine's on 43, so is this just the meta go forward? But yeah, I'm not even sure what to say. Oh, a bit of beef in the chat there, Tez. What a reply, Tez. Love that reply from Tez. Dry your eyes, get your facts right. Code from Tez. What a reply. I agree, Kenzie FEP. What a reply. TTM then 5th and 7th. BRT 20th and 8th so far. So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Kenzie, you can get a little bit happy. TF10 will be back at the TF first if the case stays the same so far. But Ogwyn has hurt the chances so far of MVR. Gabor as well, up into 15th place now. Easton making the soft tyre. Finally work going down Koval Line. He's up into 9th place. So 10th place, just in behind his Alpine teammate of James. You know, the soft component tyre, you've got to make it work early, otherwise there's no point on being on that tyre anyway. How's Justin looking on the battery sense? 51% for TTM. Justin is burning a bit of battery now, jumping onto this part of the track here, going through turn number 10, and switching to the left hand side at turn number 11. That's AMS parting at the back. I'm going to put trouble there with TF10 tree, and then just to come to turn number 12, keep it nice and close to that left hand side curb. See a traction out this corner here, really not nice for the drivers at all. Let's see it then. DRS now open down the strip of Las Vegas here. Ogwin and Stonks swapping the positions at the front. Look at Justin going for 4th place on TF10 today. Looks like Justin's going to get that move done and claim 4th place. Today can do absolutely nothing about it. The Dutchman is through into 4th place and ahead of TF10 today. Good move so far from the likes of Stonks and Ogwin and Justin. Stonks now in the lead of the race. Ogwin dropping back now. It's already lap 3 of 25. Only about 20 more laps to go in this race for these drivers. Let's just see them. How we're doing. FRT Harvey did a fast lap of the race on lap number 4 here on the hard compound of tyre. Easton not really making the soft compound tyre work so far. Lou just following on currently with TTM JT here in the first sector, up in 7th place there. Is TTM JT. It's a flyer of a start. He only qualified about 10th and he's up in 7th place. So good stuff so far from the Dutchman. He's going to try and see what he can do alongside his Dutch compatriot being TTM. Justin's up in 4th place so far. So TTM picking up good points as of now. Hopefully it doesn't get any worse for them as we know. Here's we got for the definition of mid-pack, the word artifact comes up. Oh, cold reply, Axe. Great reply there. Oh, goodness me, this race is it's taking its toll so far. Everyone's kind of just getting into that rhythm, it seems now, just in the DRS train. We know how powerful the DRS is down the straight. You can figure out really what the wings are like on people's cars going down that straight, because TF10 today, he loses a lot of time going down that straight. I believe that maybe the wings are a little bit high here for the Romanian. You can see Lou now burning that battery on TTM GT. He fancies his chances on getting past the McLaren. You're going to have the DRS to assist him going down Boulevard. Going down Las Vegas Boulevard, down the way he goes on the outside line at the earliest part of the straight, still burning battery, finally gets that move done. He burned a lot of battery on that move, and look at FRT Harvey and MVR Stonks to the front as well. Big battle between Today and Justin. Looks like Harvey and Ogwin are going to be swapped positions at the front. Harv's going to be backing out. Harv's in 2nd place. Stonks has lost position there. Stonks is down at 3rd place now, backing out from FRT Harvey. He's actually wheel to wheel all the way down the street between Harvey and Stonks. Stonks is going to have to back out now. He does finally back out on FRT Harvey. Harvey taking 2nd, but look at Stonks in the inside line now, going deep on the brakes into turn number 1 on FRT Harv. Stonks on the inside line, obviously the outside line through turn number 3. Through they go then. Stonks is still in the back of FRT Harvey. He can do nothing about it. Ogwin will break away slightly, but Stonks still in 3rd place on FRT Harvey. But look at Justin behind Stonks as well. Justin with fancy chances for a 3rd place start. Justin's going to have to just look out and back up again. Cloud LXV on the inside as well on BRT Lou. Looking nothing about it. Cloud is through into P6. This race getting a little bit better then as it goes on. Crowding already pit, by the way, on the fresh medium tyre. He's going to try and just catch this field if he can. He's a little bit behind. He's actually battling with Armour King. I'm not sure that's... You used to be battling for P19 and P20. It's not a usual spot for a BRT driver, but being one of those race starts, unfortunately for him. Back on the straight we go then. See who's going to make any sort of moves. How's the American doing? A Cloud LXV for future racing team BRT Lou then on the outside line at turn number 7. Lou's going to get past the American here and it's going to be easy done by him. And you can see Harvey at the front there going for the lead, and that's FRT Harv into the lead of the race here. Stonks as well going for that 2nd place on Shizu Ogwin. The DRS really is effective. As you can see, the double overtake done there on Ogwin by Harv and Stonks. It's really coming into play then of how this is all going to work out for them. Look at Cloud on the back of BRT Lou once again. How are we looking in his mid-pack? Simbarots 1 is right on the back of AMS Wave. They are actually battling quite heavily, going wheel to wheel. They can't split them apart. The Alpine of James to the head as well, one's getting caught in it. AMS Wave on the inside. Oh, he's tapped James round. He's tapped James. He's not being smart, but look at Simbarots on the inside line, taking that 11th place and looking for the 10th as well on ATX James. James on the inside line. AMS Wave far too hot on the brakes. James might have to try and defend here from Simbarots 1. Simbarots 1 get a DRS advantage over James. James trying to defend what he can on the inside line. Simbarots 1 trying to defend it as well. Get through into P10. Look at James on the inside line. Nothing he can do. Simbarots 1 holding P10 then on to ATX James after AMS Wave tapped him round a little bit into turn number 1. How are we looking back at the front? Good battle in the midfield there finally. A little bit of a movement in there. AMS Wave, too hot on the brakes out of turn 1 though. James must have been caught by a little bit, and the Irishman had to just slot back there a little bit, give Simbarots that position and not battle it too hard. You need to save that battery, especially for getting past on this straight. We've seen it here with TTM Justin. He done it a few laps ago on TF10. Today, how's he going to do it on Shizu Ogwen? We know that Stonk's going to get by. Ogwen's going to look to get by as well. Maybe Justin going for the triple overtake this time on FRT Harvey. The DRS so effective down this straight. 354 kph an hour going down this straight. Justin probably won't get it done here on FRT Harv. Harv going to keep P3. Luckily, Justin just a little bit too far behind. It's like kink in the back there to Harv, and Justin gets so close at the front. Cloud Elite 3 and BRT Lou, though, good battle there. Cloud back through into P6 and Lou holding in P7. This is looking like a interesting, very, very interesting race so far. I'm not sure where to look, to honestly. It's all going to get a little bit closer. That DRS straight really being the prime overtaking point to get those moves done on the inside line of the tricky part of turn 15, 14, 15 and 16 at the last chicane there. You can see TF10 today once again closing up to the back of TTM Justin. It's going to be a case of just following on this train, seeing where you can be before the pit stops come. Then just closing up in this middle sector as best they can. Justin's 3/10 back. They're all just separated by about maybe 2 to 4/10 around this train. This whole train backs from P1 all the way back down to P14 of Patrick Legger. So all the points then in this front train. Then MVR Gabor has been dropped back, unfortunately. Liam Harbin in 16th place, Parting in 17th, Treya, Crowding and Armour King down in the 18th, 19th and 20th positions. Back into the straight we go then. Once again, going to be a double overtake done by these two in second and third. First one being Ogwen on Stonks, now being Harv on Stonks, potentially Harv on Ogwen here. He's got a little bit of a battery advantage, but nothing happening so far. There's a spin at the back there for Mr. Armour King. He's going to be all the way back down there for Total Impact Racing. Bobert's an AMS Wave going wheel to wheel. Bobert's got through there P12 and he's going to battle away for Team Shizu as best that he can. Harvin still in P2 for now. Stonks is just in behind him along with TTM Justin. They're just following on with each other. Slight gap into Ogwen ahead. It's really going to be who's going to be ahead of the pit stop. Look at Stonks to the inside line on Harv. Harv's not going to do much defending on it. Justin going to fancy a chance as well on his old team boss. You can see Lockwood was there potentially in the turn 3. They get through cleanly though. Justin are on the outside now looking for a great move on Harv. Is that going to be game over for Harv? It is going to be potentially. It looks like Justin's through into P3 now, and it is TTM Justin through into P3. Harv cleanly still in 4th for now, but you're going to have that DRS advantage going down the straight on Ogwen, so potentially Harv could be looking at back into 3rd place maybe. Here we go then, back looking down towards the end of sector 1 there. A very long sector, 47 seconds now in the race for these guys at the front. The pit stop, by the way, shouldn't be too far away from there. I'd say about 4 or 5 laps away as of now, potentially earlier, maybe if a safety car comes out from them. But you can see Justin then burning away with the battery. Might fancy going for the lead of the race now. We've had so many switches to the lead. We've had a switch to the lead ever since that DRS has turned on. Ogwen though, got a bit of a gap here between himself and Stonks. I don't think it's going to be done here for Stonks on Ogwen. He's actually going to close one off now. Stonks going to go for the lead of the race. Inside lane, easy does it there for the Dutchman. Stonks racking at P1, Ogwen P2. Justin just still slot behind in P3. Not much movement anywhere else on track currently, unfortunately. Just Toody there in 5th, following on with Harv in 4th. Then you got Cloud still stuck in 6th place so far, being hard stuck 6th place for the majority of this race. Lap 9 of 25 for the Mercedes. He just doesn't seem to be getting any manoeuvres done. He's just not close enough on the straight, and with everyone else having DRS ahead of him, he's just in that position of, if he goes for it, it's probably going to lose him time, and he just wants to try and follow with the train for now and just get to that pit stop phase, as he knows he's going to be the second pit stop, mind you, though, because Harv is going to be the priority pit stop, being ahead of his teammate. JT as well, though, holding up in 8th place so far. JT doing very, very well. Justin then just holding on to a 3rd place as of now. Today in 5th, Klaus still 6th, BRT Lou in 7th. I tell you what though, BRT Not looking too great so far. They really are begging for a safety car to come out for right about now. I tell you what, Bobert's all very close to the back of that CRF on Easton on the old soft compound tyre. The old man with the DRS now on the straight. So the CRF on Easton though, he has got the soft compound tyre. They cannot be in that good of a window. Come on to lap number 10 here. Look at the difference in speed from these two. Boberts is flying down the straight. Boberts gets through into P10 there on CRF on Easton. He's now back to try and battle away and get by Simbarot's one next and get himself back into this near the front train and help his teammate out just a little bit more. Ogwyn though, once again holding the lead as of now. Justin now up in second place, Stonks in third, and then Harv is in fourth now as well. So a constant change of position just happens every single lap going into that part of the track. Is that TTM Justin moving to turn number 1? Then he thought about it seemed, because he was closing up a lot on that delta, but he just seemed to back out as he went into turn number 1. Still just following on with Shuzu Ogwyn in second. Ogwyn surprisingly holding the lead though on 2 of those long DRS straights, 1.2 kilometres to be exact. It's quite impressive to be honest with you, so I'm not sure if he's just having an absolute masterclass in that middle sector. Sorry, in that first sector, going on the exit the second, or he just potentially does a bit faster and using a bit of battery that little bit smarter. He's on 87% actually. Yeah, Ogwyn is flying currently so far. He's on a lot more than Justin, about 40% more than Justin pretty much. Stonks is on a little bit less. Actually, Stonks on a full battery, mind you. My mistake. Stonks did have a burn, but he's on a full battery just from following this trade. So yeah, some of these drivers are really having a good time managing the ERS, using it to their advantage. Other than like Tudi, we've always seen Tudi burn a lot of that battery. He has gained a good bit of back, mind you, but he had, after the first lap at 35%. Things changing once again at the front. TTM Justin now leading the way, going down that straight. Harv very close at the front. Who's going to call the first pit stop, mind you? I am not sure what's going to happen here. Justin still in first, Ogwyn second place, MVR Stonks sits in third. Gabor, by the way, 8.3 seconds back. Surely, if I'm not mistaken, if I can let know about one of the MVR guys, does Gabor have damage? Because he just continuously lost time. This is our green on pace from Gabor, I'll tell you that much, and that is disappointing for a man that's usually near the front. Look at AMS Wave on the inside line of CRF on Easton. The soft tyre slowly dying out all the way around the outside through turn number 3 then. Down they go onto the straight. The DRS open now for AMS Wave. That move's going to be finished off, I would think, on the CRF on Easton. That one's over, and AMS Wave up into P11. AMS fighting for a decent amount of points here down in the bottom pack. They're a usual point of just outside the points, maybe just in it, but for a team that's only scored, 22 points this season, most of them being from that Baku race that was just so hectic in the end. They're finally picking up some good points now. There are a lot of points in France, mind you, 10 points in Netherlands, 9 points in Australia. Now they have a good chance of picking up some good points here in Las Vegas. Looking now then at the Twitch chat, we can see we're getting a little bit more active. So I have the question asked of who do we think is going to be making that first pit stop? Who calls in, 5 different drivers for different teams in the top 5? What decision do you make? Patrick Legger there, through in a P11 as well on AMS Wave, who's flashing down the straight. Look at ATX James on the inside line of AMS Wave once again. He's through into P12, and the AMS driver once again struggling to hold that battery. It seems Boberts is through, and Simbarot's one good move from the old man. He's up in a 9th place, carrying on this charge through the field. We've seen from Boberts, he had a poor qualifying down in P12, but making his way through the field now once the tyres have slowly started to get that little bit worse. How are we looking at the front though? Let's find out. I'm actually in the wrong thing here. I'm also in the wrong thing again. Lovely, tyres are fine. Where the hell's the intervals? There it is, my mistake. There we go, Ogwyn at the front then. 89% ERS is Ogwyn thinking about a pit stop, baby. Right about now, he's using a little bit of battery here compared to what we are used to seeing him on. 55% for Justin, 90% for MVR Stonks. So we follow them on through the end of this first sector. Easton pitting lap 13. That's not a bad call. I would hope so. Never mind. Easton's in the pits, has he? Easton has... Yeah, he's pit. My mistake. Easton has already made that pit stop, and he did it one lap early, unfortunately, Jordan. That was a not the call we needed to do, but nothing against it on this medium compound tyre. Have to catch up, use that little bit of battery that he has to try and make some overtakes now on the fresh medium tyre. You can have the oldest tyres though come the end of the race. TF10 Tree also in the pit lane. I believe his race is pretty much over as it seems right now. It just seems to be not going so great for him. As of now, he's down in 19th place. TF10, the chance to take the leader championship. We're looking good, but Lou slowly getting back into this train. Turi only down in 5th place for now. Ogween swap positions at the front there with Justin. Stonks getting through into 2nd place as well. Into the braking zone they come. Stonks is through into 2nd place. Justin in 1st. Ogween now dropping back into 3rd. Harvey 4th. He's held 4th for a couple of laps now. Who's going to make that call to make a pit stop nice and early? Is anyone going to call it nice and late? It doesn't seem it so far. They all carry on to lap number 13. Maybe lean on to lap 40. We could see some music. Look at TF10 Tootie on the inside now of FRT Harvey. They bang wheels. Tootie was hot on the brakes there. But look at the inside of Cloud LXV. What a move. It'll be 3 wide possibly. They're 2 wide. Through they go in the corner. The Cloud LXV is right on the outside line there of TF10 Tootie. Tootie's going to let him through finally. They were battling away really hard. Cloud on the inside. Tootie went hot on the brakes into turn 1 on FRT Harvey. And they're lost position to BRT Lou as well. So potentially caused by that 2D hit on the Harv, but Cloud's through into P4 now, Harv down into P7. Looking back there, and near the back then you've still got the likes of Gabor, Liam Hardman, Patrick Liger on the hard compound tyres. But in this train you still have Bobberts, Harvey, Lou, 2D Cloud, Ogween, Stonks and Justin all on the hard compound tyre. The question is who makes these early pit stops? Who do we think's going to finally make the call? JT's made his call. As we can see, Simbarot's one of course made his calls all right in the back of JT. Onto the straight they all go then once again. DRS in hand for these front guys. Going to get past a TTM. Justin, who has no DRS at all. He cannot defend from these guys on the straight with the DRS and how powerful it really is. Ogween just going to follow on with the rest of the field then. Is there going to be some pit stops coming onto this straight now? Who's going to pull to the left hand side nice and late? Is it going to be a Shizou driver? It is not going to be a Shizou driver as of now. To anyone behind who fancies their chance, there is indeed, and that's going to be Cloud LXV along with TF10 today, along with BRT Lou and ESV Bobbers as well. The pit stops have finally been made down at the front pack, starting off lap number 14 on the cup being called by Tootie Lou, Cloud and Bobbers. See Gabo then coming out there in the 5th place, potentially able to help his teammate out a little bit more. He's out ahead of the likes of JT and the rest of them. Cloud actually, see JT's put a massive undercut, and JT's up ahead of Cloud LXV and 2D as well. JT, what an undercut attempt it seems, and it's worked out to perfection. Simbarol's won as well, mind you, up into 8th place. Fantastic call so far. From down to TTM and FGE. Cloud LXV up in 9th place. Turi is now in 10th. Lou in 11th. Bobbers in 12th. Look at Liam Hardman overtaken by JT there. JT on the inside. Good move. And he holds position. But look at Simbaros one as well on the outside line of Liam Hardman. And Cloud LXV may fancy his chance as well on the inside of Liam Hardman. Liam Hardman can do nothing about it in the old compound attire. He's been overtaken by 4 people in a matter of 3 corners. Make it 5 people in 4 corners. Goodness me, Liam Hardman. That is the a disaster of all disasters. Look at Simbarots one again, inside of Gabor there. Gabor can do nothing about it as well. Simbarots one and JT getting a move on here in this mid pack. You can see Cloud as well thinking about his move. How's Tootie getting on in that midfield pack? He's got BRT Lou for company behind him. Lou may fancy his chances. He's using that battery. He's got the DRS. Had a little bit of slipstream there. Pulls out to the right hand side. Thinking about that move on TF10 Tootie. Burning and 4 wide potentially ahead of them in the pack there. It looks like JT's through cleanly in 7th. Cloud's going to think about it as well. Oh, Harvey 5 seconds speed. 5 seconds for speeding. Speeding penalty for FRT Harv. Disaster for FRT. That's exactly what they needed. Not what they needed, sorry. As at this point in the race, Stonk stays out one more lap. Justin, and you see big battle going to be between TTM, JT and Cloud. 4-7 place on track. Cloud on the inside line. JT on the outside. Here comes his teammate Justin though, along with Red Bull of Ogween. They're going to get caught up in all this battling. As JT and Gabor battling away. JT's through in a 4th place. Gabor 5th. Cloud through as well in the 6th place. From 5th into 6th. 2D into 7th as well. Ogween's up and away. So you can see the pistols are called an absolute calamity in the field. They're all bunched up here from 4th down into 10th place. They're still battling away in the midfield. Cloud and Gabor still battling 3 wide potentially going through this middle part of the track. They're still put 3 wide. They are 3 wide. Gabor's going to get through on the inside line on Ogween. Ogween's getting held up here by MVR Gabor. Lewis through. potential massive big part of the race here. Gabor with a hold up slightly in that middle sector to help out MVR Stonks. Simba Rocks 1 though is going to lead the race. Once Stonks makes his pit stop, Simba Rocks 1, what a call on the strategy, he's going to lead the way here in Vegas. What a middle sector that was, and what a bit of battling it was. Everyone was so clean all the way through it. No collisions ended up happening, but this has been an absolutely incredible part of the race. The pit stops have caused all sorts of calamities in that mid part of the track. You can see now though, Stonks should be into the pit lane. He is indeed into the pit lane then. Goes the Dutchman. I tell you what though, crucially, FRT Harvey, that it's just so gutting for him. 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. It's a hard one to swallow, but he's going to have to get on with it. But I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, coming out of the pits now, Simba Rocks 1. Actually, no, he's not, because TTM just on the outside line. Simba Rocks 1's got to hold the inside for now. Justin's going to have a better line through the inside of the corner now. Justin and Simba Rocks 1. Justin leads the way. Simba Rocks 1 in second place, though. JT in third. This TTM call could be exceptional. But come the end of the race, though, JT's tyres will not be in a good state. Neither will Simba's. This has been such an incredible race so far. BRT Lou is still in this pack as well, up into 5th place now after making that pit stop. The pit stops have absolutely shuffled up the field. Toody was originally 5th, now down in 7th. Bobbers is still in 8th. Ogwin dropped from 1st into 6th, but he's got a lot fresher tyres. Stonks in the hand, down at 11th place. Unbelievable stuff so far here in Vegas with just 9 laps to go. Where do we look? Everywhere's so tight and so close. You have BRT Lou though back on the straight, looking to get past Cloud LXV. Cloud doing nothing about it. Inside line for BRT Lou. You're going to plan on getting past JT as well. JT can do nothing about it. He's through. And BRT Lou looking for this front pack now of Simba Rocks 1 and Justin. He's going to pass back through goes Justin, Simba Rocks 1. He can do nothing about it. Lou is gaining. Look at Ogwin on the inside line of BRT Lou. Lou's going to try and defend it. Nothing he can do. Final corner there. Oh, AMS Wave! Virtual safety car. VSC out as AMS Wave has put it in a wall there at the back. Is it? No, sorry. AMS Partick, sorry. In the wall at the back there. Disappointing from an Armour King. Has actually retired from the race. He's had enough. He's been lapped and has called it a day for TIR. Honestly, just get Kirby in, man. Honestly, Kirby would be so much better than these guys. Anyway, Simba Rocks 1 though is in the lead of the race. Who would have thought at any point in this season FGE car would lead the way? Simba Rocks 1 is in a genuine fight for the win here. Yes, his tyres are rolled. Yes, they're going to be bad at the end of the race, but you just got to admire it. A game recognises game here. Simba Rocks 1. What a race it has been so far for him. A great strategy call. TTM Justin though is right on the back with the rest of the guys behind as well. Oh, that's a great name, like Slaber Rocks. Slaber Rocks is flying, and he is he needs to keep that name because DRS is now back enabled, and Justin is already planning his attack here on Simba Rocks 1. Into turn number 12 they go, then braking nice and early, going to get that moved on. Lou on the back of Cloud, he's through into P4 on Cloud as well. Back down the Boulevard Strip we come then. Justin, easy as you like on the inside line. He's through, and Simba Rocks 1 will have to settle for looks to be a P3 because look at Ogwin as well. Ogwin's going to get past. He's going to get past Simba Rocks 1 on the straight. Bobbers as well ends up in 6th place. Can make fancy chances on Cloud here because Cloud's under a little bit of pressure from Bobbers behind. He's also trying to look for an attack on BRT Lou. It's all just colliding into one big disaster here. It seems that this could end up all in tears if not careful. Because I tell you what, that last corner is crucial for an overtaking opportunity, especially having the DRS going down that straight. We'll see it then. Once again, Ogwin just sat in 2nd place. Simba Rocks 1 and 3rd. Lou in 4th. Cloud in 5th. Bobbers in 6th. JT in 7th. Harv in 8th. Stonks up in 9th as well. Gabor, unfortunately, well out of this train. He's going to be settling for what could potentially be at best a 16th place. That lap 1 collision was just too much to recover from for Gabor. I believe he did get some damage in the end, which has really hurt his race. How is Bobberts doing then? My usual co-com sacked me off tonight, picked the driver in the car. I tell you what, he's pretty good at it as well. He's in 6th place currently, 3 tenths behind a Cloud LXV for Team Shizu. How can he get on? He just turns through turn number 10 here now, looking through turn number 11 at the left-hander. Doing his best he can to just follow on with the Mercedes behind. The DRS will be so effective for these guys. Justin, once again, no DRS in first place, Ogween in second, Simba Rocks 1 in third, Lou still in fourth. You just don't know what's going to happen. The DRS seems to just be so helpful, of course, down the straight. Bobberts not catching the cars in front. How is Lou getting on and catching Simba Rocks 1 with the help of his DRS? Ogween is in the lead of the race. No movement for Simba Rocks 1 on the inside of TTM. Justin, Lou holds in fourth, Cloud 5th, Bobberts in 6th, JT also in 7th as well. James and Easton, by the way, good double points finish for ATX. Of course, he had that fantastic start to the season which slowly faded away, but they are still on the uprise and seeing what they can do in the meantime. They are only about 40 points behind NVR as of now. NVR, of course, we're picking up some good points here, but they do need a bit of movement from NVR Stonks if he's not careful as of now. Lou, it's a very again really close to the back of Simba Rocks 1. Simba Rocks can do nothing about it potentially from this attack from Lou. Lou's thought about it, used a bit of battery, but he's just not going to go for it as of now. It just seems to be hesitant, very hesitant for some of these drivers. They want to go on the inside. They don't want it, they want the DRS for the straight. They're in a big train though. I mean, it's broken off a little bit with Stonks being dropped out here from FRT Harvey. They've all burned a little bit of battery for these final 5 laps coming up. On the 6 more laps to race to go here currently. Bobberts still in 6th place, Lou in 5th, Lou in 4th, sorry, Simba Rocks 1 holding on to a 3rd place so far for FGE, but he knows he has to try and get by with these two in front. He don't want to lose the DRS, if he loses that DRS, it will be a long way down for Simba Rocks 1. BRT Lou might fancy his chances. Simba has got the DRS though to assist him. Gonna follow on this straight. Gonna have BRT Lou behind him. Cloud LXV of course as well in 5th place. He's going for that move there on BRT Lou. He's going to get through on the outside line, and Lou is going to have to accept that he's going to drop back into 5th place. But once again, nothing really caring for these drivers. They know that if they just keep it going for now, keep in the DRS for what we know they've got, they'll just keep following and following and following. It's just constantly turning to action after action. You can see Cloud LXV as well thought about it on the inside, just very hesitant, trying to force mistakes out the drivers. Look at, maybe a bit wider from Simba Rocks 1, because look at Cloud all the way around the outside for FRT. Cloud on the outside line, what a move from Cloud. Another spin at the back there for AMS Partick. Hopefully not another VSC, because Partick is so far behind, but Partick is having a lot of trouble there and potentially could be all over now for the AMS driver. But Simba Rocks 1 been absolutely done on the outside line there by Cloud LXV. What a move from the American. He's up into 3rd place now, chasing a potential good podium here for Future Racing Team. Kenzie FEP ego and Carsey about how good he is at the game, by the way, is crazy to me. But I'm not one to judge. I'm just a commentator. I'm new to this F1 thing, you know. Anyway, BRT Lou in 5th place. Stonks still stuck there in 8th place. To be honest with you, I need to jump on board Stonks because he's not really moved. He's up 1 position currently since about 2 or 3 laps ago. It's been unfortunate for them. It looks like another yellow flag for AMS Partick. It better not be a safety car from Partick, by the way. I mean, that would be terrible with someone so far behind. That would be another safety car to Crispy's list of how much he hates safety cars. Stonks though finally getting a move on here on ESV. Bobberts using the battery that he's got left. He's got to try and save some though. Look at Bobberts on the outside line defending nicely. Stonks though, it might just try and send it into turn number 1 here. He's going to go hot on the brakes into turn 1. Hits Bobberts a little bit wide there, but he'll carry on just alongside him. Bobberts going to hold the inside line, but around the outside goes MVR Stonks. That move is done. He's up in 7th place. Tell you what, select all the big teams being hit with a pretty bad race so far. I mean, BRT 17th and 5th, TF10 18th and 11th, MVR 16th and 7th so far, but potentially could be getting a move on now for Stonks, so could end up a little bit better. But yeah, I mean, a big, big hit for some of these drivers. I mean, Bobbers and JT kind of holding back there too, who are currently in a 1-2 position up there in first and second. So we'll see. We'll see how this race unfolds. 4 more racing laps to go then. All the rest of them just jump onto the straight. Bobbers and Stonks might fancy trying to get past FRT Harvey ahead of them. Harvey going for it potentially on BRT Lou on the outside line. No ERS for the FRT co-owner. He can do nothing about it. It seems he can just try and hope the DRS is powerful enough on BRT Lou. Lou's going to back out of it, it seems. Oh, he's going to go wheel to wheel actually into the corner. They bang wheels and it could be, potentially tears. They get through luckily though. Lou was not backing out of that one. Harv's through in the 5th place. Lou in 6th. And Stonks has a big chance here of getting by Lou and Harv. He's on the back now, and potentially look at Lou again on the inside. Stonks to make it 3 wide into turn 1. Stonks on the inside line. What a move. He goes hot on the brakes though. Could it be finished for him now? But look at BRT Lou back on the outside. Stonks on the inside line. Got it battling away. Oh, Lou's went wide there. Lou's had a bit of a hit. It might be hit from Stonks, who just ran a little bit wide from understeer. I'm not too sure. But Stonks up in the 5th place now. Bobbers and Lou. Lou is going to stop this again. Bobbers in the 6th place. Lou in the 7th place. What has went wrong for BRT? That is unbelievable there for BRT Lou. And it's been hit in the back. That's Tootie. Tootie's in the wall. Tootie once again in the wall. Has he got damage to the Alfa Romeo car? I can't tell for now. But it's even less points for TF10. TF 2nd will definitely be TF 3rd after this race. It seems, goodness me, not been a good race for them so far. Oh no, BRT's crying sarcasm every race. Goodness me, guys. That is... It happens every week now, it seems, between BRT and MVRs. Again, BRT Lou apparently being shoved wide by Stonks. But again, the defence coming from MVR. We'll just let the stewards decide on that one, see how that's going to play out. It seems, again, AMS Partick is spun round. Partick, I think you need to call it a day. I'm not going to lie to you. This is an Arguino performance from you at the back. I finished last time behind in this. This is a poor one. A very, very poor one from AMS Partick at the back here. Tell you what though, 2 more laps to go in this race. Ladies and gentlemen, please get your predictions in the Twitch chat. Who do you think is going to win this race? Is it going to end up in the hands of Shizou once again? Does Justin pull it off, or can Cloud LXV bring home a home win for Future Racing Team, as he already has this season back in Jeddah? We'll see it then. Stonks is still just in the 5th place so far. So close to a potentially a podium here for MVR Stonks. It's not a home win actually. No, it's not. He's not actually from he's not from Nevada, but I know he's American, right? It's an American race. It's an American race, man, right? You gotta claim we can. Oh, spin Emmy Harvey, FRT Harvey and Bobbers. They've collided there in the middle of the field. What's went wrong for them? I'm not too sure. It looks to be just a collision between those two. Harv has just hit Bobbers. It seems a lot of big uproar, massive uproar in the chat between Joseph and FRT Beggar of Fox. Goodness me, big uproar in the chat. Bobbers and Harv luckily get through. They're still in 8th and 9th. It's getting interesting now. Look at Stonks on it. A back now of Simba Rocks 1, going for a 4th place on track. Simba's going to try and defend with all he's got for FGE. Looking at one of the best results of the season for them. Inside line for Stonks on Simba Rocks 1. It's move done. And up into 4th place. Simba Rocks 1 can play. Hats off though. He's got 2 more laps to hold on for a fantastic P5 finish for FGE. Exactly what they'll be needing at this point in the season. It's unusual from FGE. They just have those wonder results. It was last season Monaco from Halogen. It's now 5th place for Simba Rocks 1 here in Vegas. What a result it will be for FGE. Stonks though, still in 4th place, chasing down a potential podium here on Cloud LXV. He's on 10 lap old tyre, Stonks on 8 lap old, so potentially maybe 8%, maybe a little bit less than that, maybe 5%. I'm not too sure how good the tyre or how bad the tyre wear is here on the medium component tyre, so it might be a little bit less than that, but still, Stonks will have a good advantage going down the straight and also on the big heavy traction zones. Oh goodness me, ATX James has lagged out of this session. The chance of points for ATX James can be all out of the window if he doesn't join back pretty quickly. Stonks though, still sat in 4th place so far. How's Cloud looking? 59% ERS for Cloud, burning away, trying to keep up with the front field. Cloud, I think, feels more worrying about the guys in the front trying to battle for this win than care about Stonks behind him, is what it seems to me. He's not sure of worrying about stonks. He just wants to try and get this confirm himself in this battle for the win. He closed up a lot, by the way, to Shizu Ogwin here. Ogwin didn't have that good of an end to this middle sector. How can Cloud do with the DRS and the ERS in hand? He wants to try and save it for the final lap. He don't want to save too much though, because you can only burn a certain amount anyway during the lap. Here he goes then, on the outside line. Justin's going to block him in for Ogwin's sake. Ogwin's held P2 here. Cloud is now sat in P3. He clinks it back there. Oh, look at the Williams of Simbarox 1 and Stonks. Stonks trying to get back through on 5th place there on Simbarox 1. Simba's doing all that he can to try and hold on to 4th place here, because he's got back through on Stonks here. This is a big moment in the race here. The final lap of the race is finally kicked off here in Las Vegas. It's TTM just in the lead, Cloud in 3rd, Ogwin in 2nd. On the back there's the Williams of FGE Cloud. Look at them on the turn 1 here. Through turn 2 and 3 they go. Justin in the lead still. Ogwin going for it in 2nd place. Cloud want to try and get through nice and early. Look at Cloud and Ogwin though. They're going wheel to wheel through this first part of the track. Justin getting forced into it. Look at Ogwin. Cloud's backing out. Ogwin on the inside line of Justin. Can he get through easily? Ogwin and Justin battling away. It's Ogwin through, but Justin holds on. It's going to be so close for the middle sector here for the end of the first sector, sorry. It's Ogwin back in 2nd place though. Justin will hold on once more. This is going to be really good. A really good end, and it seems so far. Cloud's in 3rd place still. Simbarox 1's involved. This could be a 5-wide moment potentially if they're all pretty clean enough. This is going to be so close, but Ogwin should be favourite to win. Look at the battery on the Red Bull, but the battery on the McLaren isn't too bad either. They jump onto the straight for the final time down the Las Vegas Boulevard straight. Where will they go? Down this straight. Justin's in the lead so far. Ogwin's gaining. He's gaining already. The DRS is open now in the Red Bull car. He's gained a lot of time now. Shizu Ogwin is going to take the lead of the race on the final lap of the final 4 corners of the race. Cloud's going to go for 2nd place as well though. Don't Cloud out for potentially a 2nd place. Can Simba hold on for a 4th as well? But Ogwin running a little bit wide at the final corner. Nothing to worry about though. It's going to be back to back potentially, and it is going to be back to back for Team Shizu. It's Ogwin again on top of the podium. 2 in a row for Shizu. It's Ogwin and Shizu that win in Vegas. Justin in 2nd, Cloud in 3rd. Simbarox holds on to a 4th place on MVR Stonks. BRT Lou home in 6th. JT in 7th. Bobbers will inherit an 8th place on FRT Harvey's penalty. AMS Wave up in 10th as well. What a performance from the AMS driver. Easton is home in 11th. Today down in 12th. James in 13th. Patrick Legger and MVR Gabor battle for the final position. Gabor will steal the final point of the race. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a race. But once again, Shizu Ogwin. That's it. That's just it. Shizu Ogwin wins for Shizu. 2 in a row. They are right on a title charge in this middle part of the season. TTM Justin can be happy with that performance in 2nd place. He had a harder chance of trying to hold that 1st place on Ogwin. The DRS was in Ogwin's favour. Cloud though, what a podium again, once again, for FRT. Simbarox 1. I think for me, has got to be driver of the day. What a performance from Simbarox 1. 4th place for FGE, a team that's not really scored a lot of points this season. 41 points. He can be happy. They're walking away with 20 something points, whatever it is in the AEC scoring system. Well ahead of their 9th and 10th place compatriots of TIR and AMS. The battle with ATX will carry on for FGE after that amazing performance from Simbarox 1. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a race in the end. Thank you for joining me again this week. We'll lead on to the podium celebrations. Do a final race classification once again. Driver of the day, Simbarox 1, as it should be. As it should be. What a performance from Simbarox 1 there in FGE. But don't take any credit away from this man. Shizu Ogwin back on the top step as it was in Brazil last week. He can be so happy because leading into next week's race in Bahrain, again, we could be seeing Ogwin go for potentially 3 in a row in AEC. I don't think that's actually been done before by any driver. But Ogwin, no, he takes 1st place here in this week's race. Justin in 2nd place, Cloud in 3rd, Simbarox home in 4th place, Stonks in 5th, BRT Lou saving some points for BRT. Justin in 7th, Bobbers in 8th, Harvey in 9th, Wave in 10th, Easton in 11th. Today, a very disappointing race for TF10, 12th for him. James in 13th. Gabor, luckily, he takes a 14th, 1 point for MVR. And then Patrick Legger, Liam Hardman, BRT Crowden, AMS Partick, TF10 Street, and Armour King. is your final race classification. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for joining me this week here in the Artemis Esports Championships. We're off to Bahrain next week. You already know that'll be another crack of a race, and I tell you what, I'm looking forward to it as well. Thank you everyone for tuning in to this week. See you all next week.